Today I'm making an adjustable fidget ring inspired by the fidget rings in the 10-day Rings to Make and Sell challenge. You're going to take some 18 gauge wire and bend it around the halfway point and measure about 1 inch. And then we're going to bend the wires out on either side at a right angle. So just bend them in the same position, straight out, and then we're going to get a round form and curve the wire around. I'm just using the end of a marker. We're going to flip it around and do the same on the other side. Just curve it around, whatever size you want. If you want it smaller, I'm just going to take the other end of the marker to bring it in a little more because we want it to sit on your finger. You don't want it too large. So bring it around. And then from there, at the center point, we're going to bend the wire out. And then again, measure the same distance, about 1 inch on the other side. Depending on how big you want the ring and how much overlap you want, then take your round nose pliers and bend it back. These are the stainless steel round nose pliers. They have a very fine tip. So now we're going to take the end and wind it around the wires there to secure them in place. And from there, give it a little bit of a pinch to hold it in place. And then we're going to take one of the wires there and bend it up. So we have both wires sticking up. Smooth them out a little bit. And then we're going to get our round nose pliers again and bend the wire over. We want it to be bent over a little above the surface so the beads will be able to move around. Do the same on the other side. Just bend it over a little above the surface at a right angle. Smooth out the wires. You see there's space for the beads. And I'm using 4mm miracle beads. These are very beautiful beads. They come in so many lovely colors, and I like these beads because the hole is large enough that they can fit on a larger wire and still move around nicely. So in the position you want to wind it around, bend it with your pliers at an angle, and then bend it again underneath, and that way it'll still be raised above the surface there, because we don't want it to be too tight that the beads won't move around. So clip the end so it can fit through the band, and we're just going to push it up there. Bring it up and around. Push it a little bit with your flat pliers. Give it a good little tug there. Bend it in so it's secured in place, and yet there's still some wiggle room for the beads. And then pinch it in to hold it in place, and so there's no pokey ends. So now we're going to put some beads on the other wire. You can put as many beads as you like. Seed beads would also work well. And we're going to do the same as we did on the first side. So bend the wire straight down where it's going to go around the band, and bend it again so it'll sit above the surface. Just help the bends with the pliers so they don't get pulled out of place, and then hold it really snugly and finish the bend by pulling it with your fingers. And then we're going to clip it flush and get our flat pliers, give it a good little pinch so there's no little pokey ends. And there's our basic form for the adjustable ring. And then we'll get our mandrel, place it on the mandrel, push the sides down around to the back of the mandrel, And then I just sat it on the table and pushed the ends down. I'm going to put it at a slightly smaller size than what I require because the wires can bounce back a bit. And then just take your round pliers to curve out those ends so it's nice and smooth. So just taking the round nose pliers, take the end and slowly curve it around. So it just goes around the finger at the back like that. Use the flat pliers too, just to make sure it's flat. Always put it back on the ring mandrel to make sure it's nice and rounded. And then on your finger, and you have your little adjustable fidget ring. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.